Hello. How's the sound? You're the first one here. Can you hear this? Hear that noise, yeah? You can hear the video. Well, I didn't really want to do another stream, but being as there was some wrong information in my previous stream, thanks to 343, now I've got to correct myself because 343 are saying have come out with the Battle Pass, and the Battle Pass has less items in than the previous ones. So there you go. Now I've got to correct the fucking misinformation. So, but before we do that, let's just check out the Halo Championships, what's going on right now, okay? And also what they're doing with ranked. So just quickly, okay, so we got fanboys at the events, paid shills at the events, what I should say. You got Ubernick, Oath, and a bunch of other jabronis that are shills for the game, playing in a little content creator tournament here, okay? So we got like Hidden Estrogen, I think I said, did I say him? So, but that's not what I want to talk about first. What I want to talk about is this, okay? So now after season 3, they put in a fucking DMR that has no scope, and now they've put a scope on it. So what was the point of season 3 and season 4 all that time learning a weapon with no scope, and now they've added a scope to it? What was the point in that? What is the purpose of this? Why do they keep fucking around with the game, essentially? This makes zero sense. So just check this out.
Ubernick and some nice shots. I'll tell you what, Dan always used to like rip on the DMR.
Like, what the fuck is this? So,
pretty good with it at the moment.
Yes, and also we got to say,
and what did the commentary just say? What did the commentary just say about this gun? What did they just call it?
Ubernick and some nice shots. I'll tell you what, Dan always used to like rip on the DMR.
Rip on the what? On what gun? What is this gun called? What is this gun called? Last time I checked, this gun is not the DMR. It's the Bandit, right? So why are you calling it DMR now? Okay? And no one corrects him. Because everybody knows it's the fucking DMR with no scope on it. Except now, it's got a scope on it. So what are we doing here? So now it just is the DMR. Because it has a scope now. Listen to what the guy says. This is their words, not mine. This is their fucking tournament. This isn't HCS per se, because this is a tournament for shills, right? So this isn't even actual HCS. But listen to what he says and look at the weapon.
Ubernick and some nice shots. I'll tell you what, Dan always used to like rip on the DMR.
Yeah, yeah. But that's not the DMR. It's the Bandit, right? Am I missing something? Am I missing something?
Nice shots. I'll tell you what, Dan always used to like rip on the DMR. He's looking pretty good with it at the moment.
Yes, and also we got to say, we've been talking a lot about season 5 content here, extraction. Ooh,
so this guy doesn't like Reach, apparently. Yeah, he loves Halo Infinite. Gets to play in tournaments with it for streamers. But he hates Bungie games. He hates Reach, which is one of the great games. But, you know, comparing Reach to this game, it's clearly the superior game all day, all night. Thank you very much. How's your mother? But apparently, so this guy hates Halo Reach, yet he's now playing Infinite with the Lego version of the fucking gun, the Nerf version.
Ubernick and some nice shots. I'll tell you what, Dan always used to like rip on the DMR.
But they've put a shitty, like, I don't know, the closest thing
Yes, and also we gotta say,
the closest thing I can think that scope is to is that fucking shit gun that they put in Infinite, which was that commando rifle. So
Nick and some nice shots.
just
Tell you what,
lazy work.
like rip on the DMR.
Why not just put the DMR in as was in Reach from day one?
We've been talking a lot about season 5 content.
What is the logic here?
Ooh, Jersey turns on gas. Big Daddy Show. we promise we'd never say it again, but Jersey right now. Jersey wins a big battle against Caskin there in the end. 2 dead for Team Abomination. But we've been talking a lot about, of course, Prism and Forbidden, but also got to mention to get an extended. He can't even see it. He gets triple kills.
Nick and some nice shots. I'll tell you what, Daniel.
Clearly he can see because there's a fucking eye hole. You know what I mean? Clearly hidden can see fine. You mean he can't see? Look, he can see fine. He's got an eye hole. Okay, so what has he got, like dildos in his eye or something? Like, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, the sound effects in this game are fucking shit, man. Oh, they're fucking garbage. That's the whole game. That's since fucking launch. That's never going to change. Okay, everything just keeps getting worse. So, right, next part of this. Okay, so I need to unshare the screen. Yeah, I would agree with that, yeah. And it's getting worse. Whereas Halo 5 just came out and it was shit, and it just stayed shit. This game came out shit, and now it's getting worse. God knows. God knows. All right, hang on. We need the other screen. I can shut that down. Well, actually, shall we do the other video quickly? Do the other video. Yeah, do the other video. Fuck it. Share screen. No, not that one. Not that one. That one. Okay. So again, before we even start the clip, what is this dude wearing? Ubernick is cross-dressing as Cortana again. This time at a Halo event. And this is supposed to be like normal behavior, apparently. But let's just have a quick look at this.
Nick. Counter snipe comes in. Surely this flag's got to be moving.
Oh, with a big counter snipe. You thought, Ubernick had to stop.
So we got all these fucking Halo creators.
Here comes Hidden Xperia, though. There's an opportunity maybe to get a stop here.
Being paid by 343 and getting flown out to go to events.
That might actually change things.
Bigger brain. He's seeing the bigger picture. Here comes Gaskin, though. Oh.
Where's my ticket to the event for free?
Gaskin showing his experience. He was a
when do I get to play at HCS?
And he gets a double to keep this flag alive.
A very nice triple, as you say, reclaim.
Exactly.
That flag in, and it's only fitting we are tied 1-1 here with 4:50 left. Abomination already up 1-0 in the series. If you're just joining us, well,
why are these fuckers even here? They're not talented individuals. They're not pros. Okay, they're just jabronis. Okay, they make shitty YouTube videos. And they're paid to do that by 343. But apparently that means you can be at HCS now. Insane. So I just wanted to throw that up. Now let's back out of that again because we need to go to the next screen. I spent hours on this shit, man. Let's get it done. Share screen. And Twitter and share. Okay, so here's the announcements. I can't find anything else. This is, as far as I'm aware, the announcements from Halo Esports. Okay, so in ranked, if this fucking video works, come on, wake up. Not gonna work, is it? Well, we don't need the video. Basically, we just read through this. Oh, it's working now. All right, great. Yeah, so they're making out like this is like a big deal. Like they've got a scope on the fucking DMR. It's like, okay, it took you what 12 months to get a scope on the DMR? Why wasn't it in the game when the DMR launched? In fact, why wasn't the DMR in the game from launch? They're putting extraction mode in ranked, okay? And the DMR or the bandit, as 343 want to call it for some reason, we're talking about the bandit is going to be the primary weapon. They're getting rid of the BR in ranked. This makes absolutely no sense. And they did the same thing with Halo 5. They switched from AR starts to pistol starts. And now they've done the same thing with this game. They've switched from BR starts to DMR starts, even though it's not the DMR because it's the bandit. But the bandit used to not have a scope, but now they've added a scope to it so it can be a primary weapon in ranked. So is the bandit going to have a scope in non-ranked playlists, or is it only going to have a scope in ranked playlists? It's called the Bandit Evo. Okay, well, how is it the Bandit Evo? Right, first of all, the DMR had a scope, so the evolution of the DMR was to remove the scope. Now you've gone back to what it was before. So where's the logic there? Or are you trying to claim this isn't a DMR? Even though the commentator live on HCS, we all just heard him say that it's a fucking DMR, that everybody thinks it's the DMR, that everybody who fucking played Reach apparently hates the DMR. He's talking about it as though it's a fucking DMR. Yeah, it's called a fucking bandit. What's the logic here? Where's the logic? Yeah, exactly. They're doing shenanigans. They're doing shenanigans. That's what they're doing. Yeah, Halo 5 Deja Vu, exactly. They're fucking around with the core gameplay for some reason. Whew. So, that's the first part of the video. I put that as the second part of the title, but it's the first part of the video. So now, we're going to go to my Word documents. Hold on. If it lets me do that, anyway. Window. Here it is. Coming up now. Okay. So I've been doing some number crunches on this, and we need the other picture as well. Actually, that's not going to help. I'll go through. I'll show you the picture after. So just to clarify what I'm saying, but try to get your head around this. Okay, so I took Battle Pass 1 and Battle Pass 5. Okay, that was my first comparison because Battle Pass 1 is the one I'm most familiar with. So I went to IGN, looked at how many items is in Battle Pass 1 and how many items is in Battle Pass 5 because they released that what it's going to be, right? So basically, they're shafting you on the Battle Pass, even though SKE7CH specifically said in the article, in the previous video, in the previous fucking write-up, he clearly said that they were going to get the same amount of items. And that's not the case. Not by a long chalk. Not even close. You're being ripped off. You're paying the same for less. That's a fact. I've run the numbers. There's no argument here. Well, this is it. The game is getting better, yet you're paying more for less. You're paying more for less. There's no way around this. So, Battle Pass 1 versus Battle Pass 5. There's 146 items in Battle Pass 1. Can you all read this, by the way? Can you see what I'm saying? Or is this just like impossible to read? I can try to make it bigger or whatever. I can do something. Is it too small? Can you read this? Is that better? Can you read this? No one's answering me. Can you read it now, though? I've made it bigger. Right. So, look, Battle Pass 1 and Battle Pass 5, 146 items, including swaps and XP. Yeah. 100. So, you got 146 items, including swaps and XP in Battle Pass 1, because Battle Pass 1 didn't have coins to get stuff, right? Right? You didn't have any coins in Battle Pass 1. That was only when they backtracked, they ended up putting coins in, right? But there's no coins in Battle Pass 1. So excluding coins, I'm going to exclude coins from both. I'm going to exclude XP boosters from both, and I'm going to exclude swaps from both. There's no swaps in Battle Pass 5 anyway, and there's 4 XP boosters, okay? So the original Battle Pass has 146 items, of which 39 are XP boosters and swaps. So there's 20 swaps and 19 XP boosters in Battle Pass 1, right? So that leaves 107 items. Now, we know that the items in Battle Pass 1 are much better than the items in Battle Pass 5, but I'm only going by quantity, not quality. But if you were going by quality, this again would be a complete whitewash to Battle Pass 1. But let's just go with quantity, okay? Just quantity to try and make it like even a fair fight. So it's 107 items. The current Battle Pass 5 has 77 items. 68 items if you take out the XP boosters and the credits. Now, the credits are useful. So you could argue you could add the credits back in, and that would be another 5 items. And also in Battle Pass 2 and 3 and whatever, the credits were split out more. So it was 100 per coin instead of 200 per coin. But even with all that being said, it's still less items. So let's just, the raw numbers on pure cosmetic items from this game: 107 items in Battle Pass 1, 68 items in Battle Pass 5. That's the raw number. If you want to say all items, if you want to include everything, it is 146 items to 77 items. So either way, you're getting the fucking raw end of the deal here. Battle Pass 5 is definitely nowhere close to par with Battle Pass 1. So then I was like, well, let me look at the other Battle Passes. And then somewhere in the middle of that, I just got fucking bored with the whole thing because it was driving me up the fucking wall, trying to go on GameSpot and count fucking items. So I did Battle Pass 2, and Battle Pass 2 is 194 items, including swaps and XP boosters. So in fact, Battle Pass 1 has more items than Battle Pass 2 has more items than Battle Pass 1. So if you were to go off Battle Pass 2, right? I haven't counted what the cosmetic to XP booster ratio and all that bollocks is on that one. But that has even more items than Battle Pass 1. So this is by far the worst Battle Pass of all time. No, I haven't done a Starfield video. I ain't got time for that shit. I haven't played Starfield. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. So, right. So anyway, where was I? So what Sketch has full on, and 343 by extension have completely lied to everybody in that article, and completely lied to everybody with regard to everything that they're doing with season 5. It's a complete lie. There's no argument here. The entire thing, I've just laid out the entire thing on a fucking Word document. Okay. I'm going to bring up the photo. Okay. So take a photo of this with your phone, write down the numbers. Okay. Because I've got the numbers here, but this screen is disappearing now. So look, we've got 107 items, 146 items, including swaps. And we've got, so there's 4 XP boosters in Battle Pass 5, and there's 5 sets of credits in Battle Pass 5. So I'm taking those out, and I'm taking out all the swaps and XP from Battle Pass 1. That's how I get 107. That's how I get 68. I was not aware of that, and people do direct message me on there, so I don't know. I've received direct messages on there, so I don't know. Maybe that was part of that ban that I had when those frauds got me banned for like a day. So, well, it was like a few hours. Maybe that's part of that. I don't know. So anyway, so essentially, Battle Pass 5 is a massive ripoff. So let me get to that other image. So we need to get off this screen. I hope you all made a mental image of that, because that's gone now until I bring it back up. If I choose to present, share screen. I want to, in fact, I don't want to share screen. I want to share file. That's it. Hang on. Is this not going to work? Hang on. I must be on the wrong one. Oh, hang on. Here it is. Here we go. No, it's not coming up. Hang on. It's not coming up. Hang on. I'm trying to get the photo of what's in Battle Pass fucking 5. Just one sec. It's not fucking working. I'm sure I can get it, though. Let me just Google it. Here we go. Come on, we're going to see it. Here it is. Got it. It's on Reddit. Here we go. Let me zoom the fuck in. Okay, that'll do us. 1 second. Close that. Close that. Close that. Present. Screen share. Screen share. That one. Share. Okay. That's your lot. Can everybody see that? That is Battle Pass 5. So I can see 77 items. And if you can actually see this, then we can actually go through what the items are, which is going to make it even worse. Because if we compare this to Battle Pass 1, then look at the trash we've got here. We've got like, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like a pumpkin emblem, like Halloween stuff that should be in a Halloween event that's got no business in the Battle Pass. You got like a skull. You got like a ghost keyring thing. Whatever the fuck that is. Like a Halloween emblem with like a witch going like in the sky. This is like should be in a Halloween event, yet for some reason they've just stuck it in Battle Pass 5. This is like basically like a Halloween event because if you think about it, they're not changing over to the next one, what they said they were releasing until November. So instead of making a Halloween event separate, they've stuffed the Halloween content into the paid Battle Pass that you. So basically, like they said the first 20 was free. So the only thing that is redeeming about this entire Battle Pass situation is that you can get credits for free at tier 4, which is actually a free tier, right? Because they said up to 20 was free. So that's the only redeeming feature of this whole Battle Pass situation. And that's only going to be 200 credits. But that also means that everything I've been saying about how eventually all this shit is going to be free is slowly coming true. They're slowly giving you credits now for playing the game and not paying any money in the first place to get them. So that's the first time they've done that. So there you go. So this is trash. So like that's clearly like some kind of Halloween shit there. And then the Halloween shit just kind of stops. No, it doesn't. There's a fucking pumpkin right there. So even at 31, you've got Halloween stuff. And 36, there's like a scythe there. And then there's the flood stuff right at the very end. The flood stuff is like all up in the end of the Battle Pass. So what is there? Can anyone explain to me or have an opinion on what the fuck we're looking at here? How is this anywhere close to the value, even though Battle Pass 1 had no value to begin with because it was content that was in Reach Day 1? That content is clearly superior to this. And not only that, there was 100% much more content in it. So there was like, what did I say? What was the numbers? Let me get the numbers back up. There's 39 items less, excluding credits and XP. And there's 69 items less, including swaps and XP. And then Battle Pass 2 has 194 items to Battle Pass 1's 146 items. Yeah, exactly. They can't even do live service the way it's supposed to be done. So what is the point in this? They've literally crammed the Halloween event, so you're paying. This shit should all be free, okay? All this like little gay ass Halloween shit should be free. So the scythe, the fucking whatever the fuck. Oh fuck. Well, that's interesting. Okay, that might be better. So all this fucking shit, like fucking the witch and all that bollocks, and the fucking pumpkins and the scythes and all that shit should be free. What is that all about? They literally stuffed Halloween content into the Battle Pass that shouldn't have anything to do with Halloween. It's the biggest ripoff in history. It makes the Battle Pass 1 look good value, even though that was terrible value to begin with. There was no value in it. This takes that to a whole other level. It's less content, and half of it is Halloween content that should be free anyway. And some of the best things are in the first 20 tiers, the free tiers. What are you saying? 1/3 of the visual Battle Pass has been gutted, so now it's being inserted inside events. No. This is the Battle Pass. It's the other way around. They've basically mixed the Halloween event with Battle Pass 5. They've mixed them together because Battle Pass 5 is coming out at Halloween. So rather than have a Halloween event like most games would, like anybody would, they've literally just mashed them together. This is like basically a Halloween event. It's not even a Battle Pass, yet it's the full price of a Battle Pass. It's literally the full price. I don't know if you were here for the last stream, but then now you can actually buy event passes as well after they've expired. The whole thing is just a massive fuck up and scam all round. And this and Sketch clearly was saying, and 343 were clearly saying that it's going to have the same content. Okay, so out of the 2 battle passes that I've checked, it doesn't have the same content as either of them, not even close. It's got less content. Then you add the fact that it's got a bunch of fucking like Halloween shit in here. I don't know if you can see this. Can I zoom into this? Is this going to work? I don't think it works on that screen. Because I'm zooming in on my screen, but it's not fucking working over there. It's weird. I don't know how it's doing that. Maybe I can save this image. But I tried that before and it didn't fucking work. I can see it perfectly. I don't know if you can, but basically there's a ton of stuff here that should be in a Halloween pass. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. You get the event for free for 3 weeks or whatever, and then you can if you don't complete it in time, you then can buy it. Okay? The same with this battle pass. You can get locked out of it. Even the free stuff now, you can get locked out of it if you don't complete it within the time. But this is not a Halloween event. This is the actual battle pass. It's just they've crammed whatever Halloween content they had planned for a Halloween event into Battle Pass 5. Battle Pass 5 is now like a shitty Halloween event battle pass. And they've like crammed that content into, which explains why it's got the Flood in it, because the Flood are like the zombies of Halo. So it's basically a Halloween battle pass for full price, because you don't get anything past number 20 without paying. Whereas shit like a little scythe and a fucking pumpkin that hangs off your gun should be free, and was free for other shit in the game many times over. How is this blind hate? Go on, you're here to tell us, right, that I'm blindly hating Infinite. Okay, explain. Explain how this is blind hate. Explain how 77 items to 146. Explain. Explain how 68 items to 107. Explain. This battle pass has less content. That's it. Then you go over what the content is in the battle pass, the supply of the content, and what is within the battle pass and what is there. This is the worst battle pass they've put out so far. There's fuck all in it. What are you trying to tell me? Feel free to tell us, oh wise one, why this is a good deal for the consumer when it's got less content than all the other battle passes. It's just a fact of the matter. It's not my opinion. I don't. If they would legit, if Sketch had been telling the truth, I would not be making this video, would I? If Sketch had told the truth, we would not be here sitting here discussing this. He lied, therefore we're here. Okay, so go take it up with Sketch because he lied about it. Why have you gone quiet now? Tell us why this is value for money. Tell us why this is a good idea. Tell us why the new system is better than the old system, where you can play for the entire 3 months and unlock everything in the battle pass, and then go and buy it after if you choose to. Now you can't do that. Now you cannot unlock anything past the first 3 weeks. You can't get progress in the battle pass. You can't continue to make progress in something and then choose to buy it later, which was their whole selling point from fucking launch. So how is this a better system? Now you've just scarped it off because you've got no argument. Where's the argument there? No argument. What's this here? No, The battle passes never expire if you're happy to pay for them. And that's always been the case. But now you get locked out of them sooner. Because now you get locked out of them after 3 weeks. And can't get any more progress in them until you buy them. Whereas before you could make progress in them without buying them and then buy them after. That's all gone. They've taken that out. So that's really what I came on to talk about. So I'm quite happy with the video, but I'm going to just go through a couple more bits and pieces. Mate, I literally responded to him. I asked him what he was talking about. What is his point? Look, I responded. I said, okay, explain to us why this is a good idea. Where's the blind hate? What blind hate? Where's my blind hate? I care more about Halo than all these frauds. These guys are complete frauds. This is a joke product. What else did I want to show? Was there anything else? I mean, we could just extend the stream to fucking looking at frauds if you want. Got a little bit of time. I've got a lot of time actually. Let me see how the worthless fucking drops are going because I fucking put them on to see if they fucking work. Okay, well, at least they're working today. They were working for shit yesterday. So I was going to save it for another stream, but what we could do, if you're interested, if you're going to stick around, is we could look at... Hang on. We don't want that. Get rid of that. So basically, we'd be going through this because fucking Gaylord, fucking Cameron, fucking they, him, non-binary shared his gamer tag. So we can go through that if you want. I was going to do a whole other stream on it, but we can carry on with that if you're interested. If not, I'll do that another day. So let me know if you're interested. I'm going to go get a drink because my mouth is dry. Are you interested or not, man? Come on. Let me know. I'm not getting any comments. If you're not interested, then I won't do it. Yeah, but we're already fucking rolling, man. We got fucking extra time. So we can just fucking carry on with this. Because it's not going to make any fucking difference. It's not really a major topic. So, yeah, some people weren't interested. Okay, we'll just fucking crack on. So basically, I was like drawing up a couple of fucking notes here for... Basically, I want to talk about frauds in Halo. So there's all these fucking people who are not even Halo fans. They wouldn't even class as Halo fans. So why are they... What do you think of Xbox as a whole and Phil Spencer? I think Phil Spencer needs to go because the book stops with him and everything that's going wrong really is his fault. So I would say he needs to go. That'd be my opinion. Unless he's just not really in charge and he's just the facade and somebody else is really in charge. But that's another story. So basically, we're having these the old back and forths on the old Twitter box. And we got fucking stupid comments left and right. So we got Hypersonic Falcon, as always, saying Titanfall greater than all sorts of bollocks. So we're talking to Mr. Cameron here. And I've saved it as you can see. So we can go into this. So basically, I asked him for his gamer tag because he says, quote unquote, this is his own words, okay? I play more Halo, dumbass, says right there. And I do more than Circle Jerk Bungie, right? He says there, I play more than Halo, right? Okay. So what is his point here? Okay. So as you can see, he's Australian and he's attacking British people. So I just fucking hit back with, well, yeah, you're a sad Aussie loser, blah, blah, blah. Just to prove a point. So they're a cult of weirdos who help kill Halo and they buy cat ears. They keep doing this like anti-British racism bit. That's been going on for a few days now. So I'm saying like you can't say that, it's racist, blah, 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 blah. These guys want dildo skins in the game. That's obvious. And then they keep like projecting and throwing shit back on me and all this garbage. All right. And this was about Crowbile, who is being, this was off the back of this tweet, where this guy is just completely paid by fucking Microsoft, right? Coverage focused on Xbox first-party studios, Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda, Activision, Blizzard. Okay, was he covering Activision, Blizzard before the merger? How much is he being paid to do this? So he's literally a paid shill. So that's how it started. And then fucking Cameron has to fucking gob off, okay, and come out with all this bullshit, right? So I'm saying like you guys don't even play Halo, right? So then we get around to this, and then he literally drops like this, and it's like it literally shows he doesn't even play these fucking games. Okay, he's got 3,700 and something gamer score on MCC, which is poor for MCC because there's 7,000 gamer score there, so that's poor in itself. Okay. He's been banging on about how amazing Titanfall 2 is. Again, 650 in gamer score. Banging on about Halo Infinite, 1,270 gamer score, right? And this is before you even look at fucking played numbers. This guy was an advocate of 343 in Halo 5, 755 gamer score. Again, These games are not hard to complete. They're not difficult. We're not talking about Gears of War fucking 5. It's not difficult to complete these games by any means. So why be a fake fraud Halo fan, and why support games you don't even care about? Now, in one of his tweets, he said he started with Halo Reach. So it's like you start with Halo Reach and then you don't go back and play free or anything. You got no fucking achievements on the old games and you just played MCC. What is that shit? Like Halo Wars 2, 620 gamer score. But he's a fucking massive Halo fan. What is that all about? Every time we delve deeper into any of these frauds accounts, they show themselves to be frauds. They show themselves to be people who don't fucking play Halo. So why would we like listen to them? And not only that, does he even play at all? Because look at Gears of War 4 here, 410 gamer score. Okay? Like, he doesn't even play Xbox franchises, right? Let alone fucking Halo. And then Sea of Thieves. Look at the amount of gamer score you can get in Sea of Thieves now versus the amount that he's got. Okay? Now, I don't play Sea of Thieves, but if you're going to start a game, then fucking play it. Even on like games like Black Ops, he's got 280 gamer score. So what is this fucking logic? Why would you claim to be some kind of Halo fan, content creator type guy, they, them, non-binary, if you don't play the fucking game? Why spend all your days and nights on Twitter defending Microsoft and defending their products and defending Halo when you don't give a fucking rat's ass about fucking Halo? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest here. I play more Halo than you do. I care more about Halo than you do. And I care more about Xbox and Xbox franchises than you do. So when I say something about fucking Billy fucking Crowbile, whoever the fuck his name is, if we can fucking find that fucking tweet again. Okay, I can't find it. But you all saw it. So he was basically saying he's basically just a paid shill. Straight out paid shill. So I'm like, okay, well, how much are they paying you? Because that's all they're doing. They're being paid. And then you've got these frauds like Cameron, the rookie, Alex, the fucking idiot here, and whoever else. Hyper Falcon has similar fucking gamer score to this guy on MCC. It's like these guys claim to be these massive fans. You know what I mean? They claim to be these massive Halo fans. And basically, they're people who sit on Twitter all day and don't play video games. That's what they do. They sit on Twitter all day, and then when anybody criticizes Halo even slightly, they come in on a white fucking horse and start trying to fucking throw fucking dirt at you and claim all sorts of bullshit. And then they defend shit that ruins the game, like cat ears, dildo skins, and God knows what else that makes literally no sense. And they're all in the same fucking group. So you got like this Cameron guy, Hyper Falcon, the rookie. They're all these weird, they, them, non-binary fucking weirdos or whatever. Fairy fucking like Ukraine flag fucking Ukraine heart people or whatever. It's all that kind of weird shit. Right? All like sort of virtual signaling nonsense. None of them believe in anything. They just want to look good on the internet, so they just put all sorts of shit out there. And then when you ask them like, "Hey, so what's your gamer tag?" You know, if you're gonna like, because where was my topics for the debate? Because I asked him for a live debate. That's what I was asking for. That was the build up, right? Where was my fucking things? Okay, so this was what I wanted to discuss with him on a live debate. I says, look, let's do it on a video, live debate. Okay, he won't do it. Okay, he's pussying around. He won't do a live debate. Okay, so he's got this whole thing about how he hates Marty O'Donnell, one of the greatest like musicians in video game history, created all the Halo music, some of the best music of all time in video games, in my view, and Destiny as well. Okay, so he hates this guy because of his political views. It's got fuck all to do with the fact that Marty was sued by Bungie for releasing unreleased music. Okay, so he argues that that's why he doesn't like Marty. That is complete bullshit, because why, as somebody who plays the fucking games, do you give a rat's ass whether fucking Bungie sued him or not? How does that affect you as a person at all? So you're hating this guy because of his political views, because he doesn't like you kind of weirdos, okay? That's the fucking facts. So stop fucking talking bullshit about how he was sued and all this. Yeah, and what? Who gives a fuck, you idiot? Okay, so that was going to be the debate right there. And he legitimately said fucking years ago that his fucking music sucked and that the Halo fucking 4 and 5 music's better and all this fucking bollocks. He was just talking absolute nonsense. Anyway, I wanted to discuss the dildo cult of him, because apparently the dildo cult doesn't exist, even though him and everybody in it do exist and defend dildos, defend Atman, defend hidden estrogen, defend fucking Ubinik, defend all these weirdos that fucking play around with dildos. But apparently it doesn't exist. Well, then if it doesn't exist, why do you support them? Why is there a group of people that support that kind of weird behavior? Okay. Then I was going to talk about how it's racism to keep bashing British people. That was another topic. Okay. And then we got, okay, so I'm assuming that you've all seen, or most of you have seen, Dildogeddon Part 3 on my live streams, where the rookie came in and started like talking bollocks about how dildo skins would be great for the game and all that bullshit. Okay, well, now the rookie, this guy's best friend, apparently, Lieutenant Cameron, is saying that that was a work. He's trying to claim that that was all bullshit and he made it all up and it was all one big troll. Except there's a problem with that, because we all know he wasn't trolling, because we were there and he clearly got upset with Crunch over the topics we were talking about. He got noticeably upset, okay, at the topic discussed. So we know he wasn't trolling. Okay, so that's a fact. So now this is whole gaslight narrative on Twitter that was all one big troll, one big masterwork against big GLL here, that, oh, it was all bullshit and he was just talking balls. So then I'm asking him, okay, so dildo skins will be bad for the game then? And then they don't respond. It's like they won't admit that they like dildo skins. They want dildo skins in the game, even though I've literally asked them a number of times here, like, to clarify their position on dildo skins. Yet they won't clarify their position, which basically means they support them, because by not clarifying, right, okay, so anyway, it is racism, because if you said it about a Mexican, it would be classed as racism. If you said that about a Muslim, it'd be classed as racism, even though they're not racist. So it's the same thing. By their own standards, it's racism. So I'm like, let me know when you're free. We'll do a debate. So this guy won't do a debate, right? On my quote unquote dying channel that's growing every day. Okay. That's going to have to be monetized soon, because YouTube's pulling the trigger on putting ads on everything, whether you monetize it or not. So I'm going to have to monetize it anyway. Why let them fucking put ads on it and then not fucking get anything for myself? Makes no sense. There's all this projection here. This is it here. Imagine covering your weird degenerate friend claiming he was trolling when I know full well he wasn't, as do everybody that watched the video. We even had someone doing just that in the same stream, and his tone was totally different. Okay? We all know that was legit from the rookie. Everybody in this fucking YouTube comment section here, everybody watching this video knows that it was a fucking legit fucking conversation. Yet apparently now the rookie's claiming it was a work. Okay? Utter bollocks, okay? So why do these fucking people always end up being frauds? That's the question. Why are they always frauds? That is not a case, okay? That is not the case, because there is anti-hate speech laws towards Muslims, okay? Jewish people, who are not all a race, because some of them just follow the religion, okay? And all that sort of shit. So that's not true. And that's by their own standards. So in any event, okay, where was those little was there some more notes here? Can't remember if I made any more notes. There's only like a couple of bullet points, and if it was. Nah, didn't do any more. So that's basically the video, unless anybody wants to come in and discuss anything, because we've got a bit of time here. So if you want to jump into the chat, I will post the link. If anybody wants to join, feel free to join. If not, I will end the stream soon. So ask your questions or feel free to take the link and join in. Okay, so you got about maybe a minute. I'm going to set the stopwatch. And then if nobody joins or wants to say anything, what's this one? Yeah, but anti-Semitics are made up weird. That just means against Jewish people. So what's against British people? It's still racist. It's the same thing. It's just they haven't come up with a fucking set of words to describe being anti-British. Right? It's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. They got to come up with some bullshit slogan like that for it to count for them. That's what I'm saying. This is the point. This is the point I'm making. So by their own standards, it would be racist. That is my point. But, you know. So does anybody want to join the stream? Is everybody happy with what I've discussed? Is there anybody clear on what I'm saying? Because it's a load of bollocks and it's 343. So I can explain it again. If not, I've said really all I need to say. Is anybody interested? I got a question. Okay, while we're here. Okay. Out of the people in the chat, right? If you could tell me who owns the Series X, so that would be leave an X for Series X in the chat. If you only own an Xbox One, leave a 1 in the chat. And if you only own a 360, leave a 3 in the chat. Okay. If you could, because that would be really helpful. Because I'm trying to understand who my audience is. Are they 360 fans that moved on years ago? Are they Xbox One fans? Or are they still with the current hardware that we have now? Yeah, okay. We got a 1 from Seth. So he doesn't yet own a Series X or a Series. In fact, if you own a Series S, just put an S. instead of an X. All right, so Evil Phoenix only owns a 360, so that's that. What is the amazing brand of PlayStation? I have never heard of such a thing. There's a PlayStation console, but why is it an amazing brand? See, everybody is 360 people so far. Okay, apart from Seth. We got one for the 360, two for the 360, one for the One, and then we got a 360. We got Xbox One years ago to play Halo. Since 360 crapped out. I haven't gained much these days. Okay. And does anybody play Gears of War? That would be my next question. I haven't turned my Series X on since Halo Infinite Flights. Well, the game's free though, so you could have played the game for free. And you still don't want to play it. That says it all. They always have top tier games with amazing graphics. Do they? Top tier games? What, Horizon Forbidden West? What games are we talking about here? Built to PC. See, this is why I can't find anybody to play fucking like a game thing with. Like, if some people wanted to like join in, we could like do a stream or something. Nobody even owns the consoles that I own. Nobody owns a fucking Switch. Nobody owns a fucking Series X. And nobody even owns an Xbox One, apparently. I don't know. I don't know if you're trying to troll me or something. It's not going to work because I don't give a fuck about my Xbox. It's fucking dead. I don't give a shit. I don't care about PlayStation either. Interesting. But you didn't play Gears Ultimate Edition, but you own an Xbox One because Ultimate Edition was really good. What are you talking about? How? What planet are you on? Sony has had some good games. But you are trolling, right? What quality games has Sony come out with recently? You've got God of War, which is the same fucking game as the previous one, just not as good. You've got Forbidden West, which is, again, the same fucking game as the previous one, but not as good. And now you're going to have Spider-Man 2, which is, again, going to be same fucking game as the previous two, but not as good. So I don't see what you're talking about. Like, honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. Genuinely don't give a fucking rat's ass. If I did care, I would just buy a PS5. I am not against personally having multiple systems or whatever. So if I did give a rat's ass, I would just buy a PS5 or whatever. So I don't get it. Yeah, exactly. PlayStation used to have some good games, and now they don't. But you don't need to have a limited amount of games because you can just get the Nintendo Online service. Then you can have all the N64 games. Why is this turning into a PlayStation versus Xbox stream? PlayStation a million times better. How? A million times better. A million. You understand the difference between a million? Not 10 times better. Not 5 times better. Not 50 times better. A million. It's nowhere near a million times better. PlayStation is an average system. There's nothing special about it. You're living in cloud cuckoo land. PlayStation is on a downward spiral, the same as Xbox is. The only difference is Xbox is fucking ahead of PlayStation in their downward spiral. That's the only difference. What you got fanboying out over games that I don't care about? I don't give a rat's ass about Bloodborne. I don't give a rat's ass about Elden Ring. I don't give a rat's ass about Dark Souls. And if I wanted to play Dark Souls, I can play Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 on Xbox and Elden Ring. So why do I give a rat's ass about buying a whole of it? And I've got a PlayStation 4. I could buy Bloodborne now. That's not even a PlayStation 5 game you're talking about. I already own a PlayStation 4. That's a PlayStation 4 game, okay? What have they done for me lately? As Janet Jackson said. Nothing. God of War, The Last of Us, which one? The Last of Us on PS fucking 3, The Last of Us on PS4, or the same exact game on PS5 remastered yet again, or the one where the main character gets his head caved in with a golf club. What is special about The Last of Us? It's a fucking 10 a penny zombie game. Go and watch the seventh levels review of the game. That is my opinion of the game as well. That's all I'm going to say. His exact opinion on the game is my exact opinion on the game. Pretty much. Spider-Man 2 looks amazing. Again, Spider-Man, the first one they did, looked amazing. It's the same game, okay? Unless you're interested in playing the same fucking game again, then there's no point in buying it. I'll be legit honest with you, okay? It's going to be the same fucking game with maybe the Statue of Liberty thrown in, even though that area of New York was in the one that was on the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube. So if you wanted to play like the full area, play the old one. Right? I don't care about Returnal. I don't give a rat's ass about fucking these games. I don't care. You understand? I don't care about these games. Okay. If I cared about them, I would own them. And I don't care about them. So I don't get it. This is like me trying to convince you to get like some kind of Xbox game that you're not interested in. That's how it works. Like I don't care. So it's not going to work. If Bloodborne is all that counts, I can buy Bloodborne. Now I could go on Amazon right now and buy it and play it. Are you suggesting that Bloodborne is better than anything that's come out on the PlayStation 5? Is that what you're telling me? Because I can buy Bloodborne because I have a PS4. It's not a problem. If that game is really that good. That's not a problem. I can get that right now. That doesn't help the PlayStation 5 in any way. Yeah, exactly. Most Xbox and PlayStation games are on PC. So realistically, if games were to go all digital, really the only thing stopping me from going to PC is the fact that games are on console and you can buy them on a disc. If games go all digital, there will be literally zero reason to get a console because you don't actually fucking own anything. And if your console was to die or you were to be locked out of your account, you would lose all your shit anyway. So at that point, it's easier to get the games on fucking Steam or whatever anyway. So yeah. At that point, we're PC bound. Xbox only has Halo. Okay, but you're comparing Xbox now, aren't you? To Bloodborne, which was last gen. So on last gen, Xbox had Quantum Break, Rise Son of Rome. What was the fucking Sunset Overdrive? They had loads of fucking games. So I don't know what you're talking about. If you're comparing last gen, Xbox had lots of games. It's the current gen where they're struggling. So, and now they've got Starfield and bits and pieces coming out. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Yeah, okay. So it's the most profitable game system. Okay. For what reason? All it's got is hype and good marketing. I don't give a shit about Spider-Man. I don't give a rat's ass about Horizon Zero Dawn. I already played the original, and I haven't done the fucking DLC yet. Why am I buying a new one? Why are we buying the PlayStation to play Spider-Man? For what reason? They fucked up the Spider-Man games. The first one is clearly superior in every aspect. They even changed the character models and stuff for no apparent reason. I don't understand. I don't give a rat's ass about Miles Morales. Don't care about him as a character. Not interested. Like, I don't care. It's the same game with a couple of changes. Don't care about it. You need a PlayStation 5 to play it. What? Bloodborne? I've got a PlayStation 4. I've got a PlayStation 4 Pro. Why would I need to get a PlayStation 5 to play it? Bloodborne is shit on PS4, but good on PS5? That's some strange fucking logic there. Very strange. All of them remastered. What remastered? Are you talking about Last of Us? I don't care about Last of Us. I didn't care about Last of Us on PS3 and PS4. Why would I care about it now? I didn't care about it on the PS4. I don't care about it now that I own a PS3, which I got after the PS4, and I don't care about the fucking PS5 version. And I certainly don't care about Last of Us 2. So what are you trying to say? I don't care. You can like the game if you want. I just don't give a fucking rat's ass. I just don't care. So I don't get it. Bloodborne's best launch, blah, 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 should never be ported. Thank you, Crunch. Can you say PS has better quality games than Xbox at the moment based on quality of games and 60 FPS standards? Isn't Spider-Man 30 FPS in 4K? So what's the difference? If your only fucking reason for owning a console is what the frame rate is and what the graphics look like, then why are you not on PC? If that's your selling point, then surely you should be a PC gamer, right? Because that's where you get the best frame rates and the best fucking graphics. I'm with Xbox because my library is with Xbox. My gaming controllers are with Xbox that I already purchased. I get to play Gears of War 5 at 120 FPS on the Series X. Okay. I'm already with the Xbox games and brand already. That's why I'm with the Xbox. It's got nothing to do with new games. I don't care about any of these new games. Either side. Don't really care. I just don't care. So on a personal basis, I don't give a rat's ass. So I don't understand what the question is really. I just don't care. Like, this is what I'm saying, right? It's basically the same game. Okay, they've got obviously going to add a couple of bits and pieces to make it new, but the point is it's the same fucking shit. Okay, I don't give a rat's ass about the story. You know, I didn't care about the story really in the first one. I'm not interested in the characters. They fucking butchered Peter Parker. He's no longer the same fucking character model. I'm not interested. All right, I just don't fucking care. Okay, if I want to play Spider-Man, I'll just play the first one again. Okay, now Maybe 5 years down the line, if I pick up a PS5 for some other fucking reason, maybe I'll pick the game up. But there's no reason for me to rush out and spend a ton of money to play Spider-Man. I just don't care. Okay? That's really all fucking Sony have right now is Spider-Man. Because I don't care about God of War and I don't care about Horizon. See, it's a novelty at first because I never played fucking Horizon because it was brand new and nobody had played it. I never played a God of War game in my life. I still need to go back and play God of War 3, which I bought for the PS4. So there's another game I've got to play. Why am I rushing out to buy another console to play God? And God of War and Horizon are on PS4 anyway. So you're just talking bollocks now, aren't you? Okay. You've got no clue what you're talking about because Bloodborne is on PS4, man. It's on PS4. End of story. What's fucking bait? What, this whole conversation? I don't know. I think maybe it was when I scrolled through here and JTech was on here or something. Maybe they saw that fucking. I was only joking around. I didn't know. But I own a PS4. So by fucking obvious conclusion is I play some Sony games. I just don't give a rat's ass about what's been coming out for the PS5 because they're all sequels. I don't care about sequels unless they're like 10 times better than the first one. Why am I playing the same game? Like, take Assassin's Creed, for example. I don't give a rat's ass about playing all the fucking Assassin's Creed games because they're all the fucking same. I just don't care. All right? That's it. So I don't get it. Why are you rushing out to buy a fucking Spider-Man 2? What's the point? You already played the first one. That's it. Okay? There's no reason to do that. Well, I don't know why you keep listen, man. I do not care about 60 FPS. Okay? Don't give a rat's ass. Unless it's multiplayer. But then I still really don't care as long as everybody is on the fucking same. That's really the main thing is everybody needs to be on the same fucking frame rate. Otherwise, it's just a fucking load of bollocks. So with Gears of War 5, there's 120 frames, okay, and I use it, and that's it. But I don't, if the game was 30 FPS, then it'd be like a 30 FPS game. And everybody would be on 30 FPS, like Halo Reach. So I don't get it. Why would that be the factor of me buying a console or not, whether it's 60 FPS, right? Because the Nintendo Switch is like one of the best consoles, right? So why are we... It's like me saying, oh yeah, Breath of the Wild and all that shit. None of them are 60 FPS. Yet they win Game of the Year. Yet people fucking buy them like hotcakes. So you tell me, man. What do you mean? You're the one saying that you are hyped for frame rate. You're the one saying that you're all about 60 FPS and graphical fidelity. If you want the highest fucking frame rates and fidelity, then you're going to go to PC, right? Isn't that the fact? Well, God of War 3 might be good, but I haven't played it. I own it, but I haven't played it yet. So that brings me back to the same fucking point. Why would I buy a PS5 to play God of War Ragnarok, even though I haven't played God of War 3 yet? Or I think, is it God of War fucking Ascension is the one I got for PS3. I got another one. And then I could also get God of War Ragnarok for the PS4. I don't even need the PS5 to play that. So I'm good. You know what I mean? It's fucking there, man. It's my personal circumstances. Like, I don't care what other people think or what other people play, or it's not going to affect me. I just don't care. What's this? What's this? Breath of the Wild's a piece of shit cartoon that doesn't look realistic at all. Yeah, okay. Right. But didn't Breath of the Wild sell more than Bloodborne? So what's your point? Because I haven't played either of them. I own Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, but I haven't fucking played it. And I haven't played Bloodborne either. So I'm just saying it clearly, it fucking works. Clearly people fucking buy and like the games, and they're not 60 FPS. So it doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. Most gamers like 60 FPS. They don't give a rat's ass. Most gamers, in fact, do not give a rat's ass, as per the numbers that buy games that are not 60 FPS, as per all the people that fucking play fucking Minecraft. Okay? Not everybody cares about graphics or FPS or any of that shit. Because if so, Minecraft, no one would play it. And FPS doesn't make games look better. FPS does not make games look any better at all. Xbox lied about their games would be 60 FPS. Yeah, okay. I don't disagree with that statement. Xbox did lie about their games being fucking 60 FPS. I don't disagree with that statement, but that doesn't mean I give a rat's ass about it. Why is it? Why is it a PS versus Xbox thing? Why can't I just enjoy the games that I want to personally play? Why do I have to be in one or the other bracket? I don't. I can play whatever I want. Why is Nintendo on its own? Is that because Nintendo is owning Sony? Because Nintendo is selling many more games than Sony? Because Nintendo games hold more value than Sony? Because Nintendo is selling more consoles than Sony? If you include fucking Nintendo in the debate, then Sony's fucking losing miserably. So is that why they're not included in the debate, or what? Because I don't give a rat's ass. I just play what I want to play. What do you mean no one's heard of Bloodborne? Tons of people have heard of Bloodborne. That's not like a totally uncommon fucking game no one's ever heard of. That'd be like World Is Not Enough on Nintendo 64. There's a game no one fucking plays, no one's ever heard of, or something like that. Something obscure, not fucking Bloodborne. Everyone's fucking heard of Bloodborne. If I hadn't heard of it, why would I have responded with, no, I haven't played that? I'd be like, what's Bloodborne? I never heard of it if it was an obscure game. There's not an obscure game by any stretch of the imagination. It just didn't sell for shit. I have a PC that runs games from the Xbox One generation. I haven't upgraded since then. Nintendo makes less profits than PlayStation. How? Explain. Clearly they don't. Look at their Mario Kart numbers, man. You explain to me how they're making less money. Sony is selling the PlayStation at a loss. Nintendo is selling the Switch for profit. Sony isn't making money off them PlayStation consoles they're selling because they're so powerful. It's more fucking chips and shit to make a more powerful system. Nintendo systems are like fucking potato systems currently. So they're fucking cheaper to make and they're selling them for the same fucking price, man. They're making way more money on the system up front the fucking controllers, they're making more money on the fucking games because the games never go down in price and people still fucking pay for them. Look at Mario Kart's fucking sales. Okay, so I don't see how in any planet that Sony's making more money. I don't. Now, if they are, fine, but I don't see how they are. I like original hardware, so if I was going to play, I like to play original hardware. It is what it is. Why would I be an Xbox console fanboy when I'm sitting here trashing 343 and trashing Halo? How am I a console fanboy? What logic would that be? A console fanboy would never bash anything. He would never even say anything bad. Bloodborne sold more than Knack. Yeah. But it didn't sell more than Breath of the Wild. No, the PS5 has sold more, but they made more money on the Switch because the Switch was sold for more profit. Surely. Selling more doesn't mean you make more money, because even if they sold more of them, that they still wouldn't make more money because the Switch is selling at it's a lower cost to build it. So the bottom line to where they're selling it for a high price. The Wii U was way cheaper than the Switch, okay? And then they used Wii U parts to make the Switch, so I don't see how. Yeah, and Nintendo is whooping Sony's ass, Jack. They're whooping Sony's ass, and you're going to have to deal with that because that's the fact. That's the reality. You say what you want about Nintendo. If you don't like the games, that's fine. No one's forcing you to play fucking Mario or fucking Pikmin or any of that shite. No one is forcing you to play it. But fact of the matter is that they're whooping Sony's ass. That's just the facts of the matter right now. Okay, and they were whooping Sony's ass with the fucking Wii as well. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, fair point. Just get a PS3. Just PS3 games are fucking cheap as fuck, aren't they? Just get a PS3. It's an HD console. Just get a PS3. What do you mean? If you turn Mario into something else, then no one will like it. Okay. If you put fucking cartoon graphics into fucking Dark Souls, no one will like it. That's what you say. It's the same thing. It's the same principle. What do you mean? You're not. What is a profit? A profit is what you have made after your sale. Okay, so after your fucking production cost. The production cost of the Switch is much lower than the production cost of the PS5. So the Switch is making more money. It has to be making more money because it's less to produce and they're selling like hotcakes. Yeah, exactly. That is a fact right there. What Crunchy's just dropped. It's a simple fact. Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't care for Tears of the Kingdom. I don't give a rat's ass about Tears of the Kingdom. It's not my opinion on the game being good or bad. It is a simple fact of the matter that the game has sold more in 5 months than any PS4 game released in the last 10 years. That is a simple fact that Crunchy just shared. There you go. Not my opinion. Yeah, the Wii was shit. Kick Sony's ass, though. Kick Sony's fucking ass. More Wiis were sold. And again, they were sold and they were made for much less quality than the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 was $599 US. The fucking Wii was a cheap console, sold like hotcakes. It was cheap to make. It was made from like old GameCube parts and shit. It was a cheap ass console. And it sold way more than 360 and the PS3. End of discussion, right? So they made tons of money on the Wii. So why you gotta stop being a fucking, I don't know, fanboy, maybe? I don't know you, but you're going into fanboy territory. The console shit because you don't like it. Well, that's your opinion, man. Like this shit, this is your opinion. Okay? If you want to talk about consoles and which one is performing better, having an opinion that a game sucks is not really a productive opinion. If someone asks me my opinion on the PlayStation 5, I'll say, I don't care about Spider-Man. Obviously, there's a number of people that do care about Spider-Man and will buy the PlayStation 5 for Spider-Man and are going to enjoy Spider-Man. I just personally don't give a fuck. So I won't be buying one. I don't think there's any debate that Xbox is in last place. I think Xbox has been in last place since the Xbox One. I don't think they've ever been higher than that. You could argue the 360 generation, and then basically the only reason Sony was ahead in the 360 generation was because of the sales in other territories like in Japan and stuff. If you want to say in Europe and in the USA, I think the 360 sells more in those areas, but the PlayStation 3 sold more in Japan, which negated all those fucking gains. I think it's the worst update for a Halo game of all time. That's what I think. And it's a joke. But feel free to watch my previous live stream where we go into the details of what the fuck is going on with the bullshit that they're doing. But it's the worst season for a fucking Halo game ever. The worst update for a Halo game of all time. That video is not taken down. No, that's the season 10 video. That's still up. Search for season 10. Season 10, that video is 100%. That's still up. Unless it's like locked in certain regions. YouTube does that sometimes. Yeah, the 360 generation was garbage. Yeah, because they didn't have like, I don't know, exclusive games out the ass in the 360 generation. It completely destroyed Sony. What are you talking about? The 360 generation was garbage. Fantastic. No, I don't think he is trolling. I think he genuinely believes that the 360 was a failure. A lot of fucking Sony Pro channels say that the 360 failed because the PlayStation 3 technically sold more because of the sales in Japan and all that shit. So on a technicality, Sony actually sold more than Xbox for the 360 generation. But in most regions, the 360 was higher. It's the old Mega Drive fucking Nintendo SNES argument, because if the same thing happened with that, it's like the Mega Drive was way more popular in Europe and the Super Nintendo was way more popular in the USA. So it's like that. The same with the Master System. The Master System was way more popular in the fucking in Europe, and then the Nintendo Entertainment System was way more popular in the USA. It's just a fucking dumb argument, man. It didn't have better exclusives, did it? The Xbox 360 had Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo ODST, Halo Wars, Gears of War 1, 2, 3, Judgment. It had fucking Mass Effect exclusive at launch. It had Elder Scrolls fucking Oblivion exclusive at launch. It had Mass Effect exclusive at launch. It had Saints Row exclusive at launch. And that's just off the top of my head. What are you talking about? Perfect Dark Zero, Cameo, tons of fucking games. Fable 2, Fable 3. What else? What am I forgetting? There's fucking that many, you can't remember them. I don't even remember them all. There's that fucking many. Will they become a console? All depends on Game Pass success. If Game Pass fails, then they probably will stick with the console. If Game Pass becomes a success and pairs with like Samsung TVs and all that shit, then yeah, because if streaming takes off, then Microsoft will just become a streaming service and that you can stream to any device. And it would literally be something that would potentially be on other fucking game consoles. It could be straight to your TV. So why would you need an Xbox if you can stream Game Pass to your TV? It really depends on. It will be streaming / Game Pass together. That would be their only way, and they would have to make that a success. So if that was probably their long-term goal. But it's like the same shit that they did with fucking the Xbox One and all that. Nobody wants that crap. So if people continue to not want that crap, not support that crap, not buy that crap, then they're going to fail and they're going to have to backtrack. No, they didn't, but they didn't lose. They lost in Japan. Sony is a Japanese manufacturer. Okay. So forget the Xbox never does well in Japan. So that's it. So you have to forget that. You have to take that out of the equation because it's an unfair comparison. If you compare USA to USA numbers, the 360 is higher. If you compare Europe numbers to Europe numbers, the 360 is higher. Sony wins on a technicality. Why will streaming never take off? People said that games as a service would never take off. People said that fucking phone games would never, like microtransactions would never be in fucking games. Do you know what I mean? It's happened already. So we don't know if streaming is going to take off because it's not us. It's not going to be down to us. It'll be down to the fucking retards that buy that shit and whether they support it. Yeah. And Sony is not a good company either. Sony has done some pretty shady shit over the years. So they're in no better situation. Sony's doing the discless fucking consoles now. I'm sure Sony would be happy to make games all digital. They're not a good company either. Okay. So there you go. It's just the facts. Yeah. Total console sales, including the sales in Japan. So Sony lost in America. They lost in Europe. They lost in Mexico. They lost anywhere else apart from Japan. And because of the Japanese sales, they technically, on a technicality, they win. That's a technicality. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fair point. Fair point. Yeah, but you're saying streaming as it is now. Eventually, streaming will be like playing a game regularly. You won't notice the lag. They're going to perfect it, and internet connections and speeds are going to get faster over time. And so, in 10, 15 years, it might be viable. I don't know what you're saying. Why would that make any difference? If you already buy your games digitally, right? Okay, or you already have a Game Pass subscription, right? What difference is it to you to play through your Samsung TV or play through the console if it plays exactly the fucking same? Okay, because that's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about streaming as it is now, where it fucking lags like fuck. We're talking about once the internet connection is there and it's fucking seamless and you can't tell the fucking difference. Okay, what average consumer is going to give a rat's ass? That's the question. It's not my opinion. It's just that's just the facts. If you're already okay with Game Pass and you're already okay with fucking streaming, well, not streaming, but you're already okay with the service, then the next step is to get that service without having to pay for a console. Because the console's setting you back, what, like 400 quid or dollars or whatever. If you can get the streaming service through your TV, Game Pass through your TV, and it runs just as good, in your opinion, not my opinion, in the consumer's opinion of that product, they think it runs completely fine on the TV, then that's it. The majority will rule and it will do that. Why would they be? The Game Pass numbers are not going to grow. They're going to shrink. Of course they don't. Of course they don't. But that doesn't mean that in fucking 10 years that'll be the case. You gotta think all these fucking Muppets are coming through who are like fucking 12-year-olds. They're all coming through now. So who knows what they're gonna fucking do? What difference does it make to play Fortnite on a fucking streaming service than play it on an Xbox? It's a shit game regardless. And that's what these goofballs are playing, so. Yeah. Okay. Well, have any of them ever played an Xbox? His friends feel the same how, and what did they play? If they play Fortnite, you can literally play that on anything. Like, what games is he playing? Because a ton of fucking 13-year-olds are playing Xbox, so. And the Switch. Yeah, a Series X to play what? What game? Because I didn't used to like the Super Nintendo when I was a kid because the only games I'd seen for it were fucking not good games. So I got it got a reputation for not liking it because there wasn't like I didn't know about any of the fucking games. Pick up one of your girlfriends. Yeah, well, no one else is talking, so I'll end the stream. Yeah. See you around, son. Right. Stream is ending. See you later, guys.